So you're a baby factory? You want to tell me like the story of how you found out?
So I went to the ultrasound without Ethan because up until now, because of COVID, they made me just go by myself. But
I'm
I
not
guess
allowed.
now they said it's a different story. So next time you can come with me. But so it was kind of shitty not to have you there because I was like shaking. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, when you called me, you were hysterical.
So they did an ultrasound and she was like, well, I see 2 circles. And I was like, oh shit. And she was like, yeah, one looks good. The other one also, I think, looks good. And then she was like, and there may be a third one. And I was like, what?
So I saw the ultrasound.
But she did say the third one is a lot smaller and there's a chance it's just liquid or something.
I think it's I think it's 3. I saw the picture. I know she's a doctor and shit, but I saw the picture. And you know, there's definitely 2 babies. And the third one looks a lot like the other 2. And I just see how you're like, I see what's going on with you. Hila's turned into like...
I'm like an eating machine.
She can't stop eating, bro.
I can't. I'm right now, like I was having anxiety about how am I going to make it through the podcast without eating.
I know.
The podcast.
We might have to just give you food.
I tried to like eat just until the last minute.
You want some chips?
But do you understand how unusual this is? Even
It's
during
so
the last pregnancy, you weren't like this.
No. It was like, oh, I'm enjoying a slice of pizza, where before I didn't even enjoy it.
Hila goes... Dan goes, so we order Chipotle to, like, we have it on, like, an order queue.
Yeah.
So it goes automatically, and Dan's like 3, and Hila's like, are you out of your fucking mind? 3 o'clock? It's insane. She's panicking because she's going to be forced to sit here for whatever many hours and not eat.
Yeah, I told Ethan, like, yesterday I was just, like, snacking at the office. Like, I ate 2 kind bars. Like nothing. And for me, before, eating 1 was like impossible. I would never finish 1.
I find that so funny because for me, I was like 2 kind bears. That's like a warm up. That's like a fucking stretch for me.
They're heavy. It's
no,
like,
they are. They're heavy.
like,
that's like 600 calories. Or something,
it's a lot of calories.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I personally, oh, thank you, Trisha. I think it's going to be 3. I really do.
Oh, they're saying I should mukbang, but you guys don't understand.
We should do a mukbang.
I hate chewing sounds. Like, I am probably the worst person that I'm the most sensitive to it.
You don't have to do the ASMR aspect, just lots of eating.
But I hate the thought of someone hearing me eating and chewing. Like, if I was the listener, I would want to die.
You're not the listener. We got to do eating segments, though. During your pregnancy, we got to do food segments on After Dark because it's like, then we get to hit the double whammy. We get to eat together, and you get to feed.
Right.
You don't eat anymore. You feed.
Yeah.
So some people were saying, because when we got the call last week,
yeah,
you had some hormonal number.
Yeah. The 392, I'll never forget that number.
Yeah. And we didn't know what it meant, but there were some comments that were like, that's so high that you might have multiples.
Right.
It's just so interesting
so
that
wild.
I felt for sure.
We had a feeling for sure that it's more than 1.
I was like,
it's like we both just
I didn't see 3 coming though.
But so you asked me on the way here, do you think it's 2 or 3? And it's funny, we both said we think it's 3.
I think it's 3.
Just like our intuition. But I don't want it to be 3 because I'm scared.
I'm just going to take whatever comes my way, but I don't know how you raise 3 kids at once.
Oh my God, Zach, you creeped me out.
Stop it, Zach.
I was like, what?
I mean, 1 is such a hands-on deck. 2 seems like, okay, I can see how 2 is like, you know, I mean, people can do hard things. Like, people stormed Normandy. I can raise 2 kids. But 3, I don't understand.
How do you carry them? Like, first of all, before we even get to the point of raising them, how do I walk?
Yeah, Hila can't get over that.
With 3 things in my stomach.
Do you guys know, maybe one of you guys can look up, if you give birth to triplets, are the babies, like, lighter than usual,
yeah,
or are they the same?
Are they going to be smaller than if it was 1?
That is a good question.
Because if you tell me they're going to be the same, Then what? I'm gonna be like all the way to here.
Quick Google search just says most twins and triplets grow normally in the womb, but they tend to be a little smaller than a singleton baby. I guess that's the
Because
term.
Theodore was
Singleton?
8 pounds.
That's what it says on this Google.
Theodore was 8 pounds. You're
We're
about
all
to have a
just singletons.
24-pound baby.
He was how much?
8 pounds.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly.
That's a 24-pound baby.
How?
And also, you're so like tiny. Okay, so and do they all have their own placenta? Or are they sharing space? What's going on there?
I'd have to look
I
it
feel
up.
like
I don't
it's
know.
the one placenta.
I need
Just-
more intel on
I
this.
guess. Yeah.
So
let's,
they're sharing the placenta.
Looking more into
Yeah.
it.
Can we study today about this? Because I am panicking.
Yeah, look into it. But just now I'm reading more into it. It says triplets are generally less than half the size of a singleton baby.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so they're gonna be tiny little babies?
I mean, I've looked into, I don't know, possibly. I seen what Dan's seen as well, so
Okay, so you're saying you're not doctors.
not doctors,
that's-
no.
Yeah.
Dropped out.
Never went to medical school, I'm afraid.
Sorry, Dad.
Is it common? Well, let me ask you guys this. You can look this up. Is it common to have a vaginal birth with 3 children, or is that like a automatic C-section?
Oh, here's a comment. I'm a twin, and me and my brother were both 8.5 pounds.
Yeah, but
There you
okay.
go.
So if you're a twin, that makes sense. Like, okay, I
Like
can see how that's
2.
possible. But 3, how do you fit 3 babies?
Even 2, though. Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Again, a quick Google search, just the top results, so I apologize if this isn't right, but most triplets and other high-order multiples are born by C-section.
Yeah, I think you're just going straight to the knife on that one. Which I personally think is kind of a good thing, because it's just, I know that you're afraid of that, and I totally understand. But it's just like, okay, we know what we're doing.
Dr. Drew has triplets?
Oh, really?
Really? I didn't know that.
No wonder he's so fucked up. No wonder that guy's so twisted. Oh, no. Let's start calling. Okay, I'm not going to get into it, the Dr. Drew. We love Dr. Drew. Yo, but what I was saying is, like, we go in.
Oh, they're saying if they're sharing a placenta, it's identical twins. If it's
They're not
fraternals, then it's not. They're not sharing.
Holy
Placenta.
shit. Okay, so they're not identical because they're all different eggs. Identical is when the eggs split. But you have 3 different eggs.
Oh, they can already tell that?
Yeah, because of the treatment she did.
Okay.
She released multiple eggs.
Makes sense.
So then we would be having fraternal
Right.
twins or triplets. Does it ever I was wondering, because when the egg splits, you get identical twins.
Right.
Is there ever a case of quadruple identical twins?
Oh, here's someone saying my aunt had triplets from the same procedure. They got smaller as they came out. So the first was normal size, the second was smaller, and
Oh.
the third was tiny.
That's cute. It's like the runt.
Oh.
That's kind of cute.
my
No, there's gonna be a tiny little baby coming out third.
Identical triplets or quadruplets are very rare,
It
but
happens.
that sounds like it does happen, though.
Wait, what are we talking about?
No. This doesn't apply to you.
Okay.
I was just wondering, because identical twins is when the eggs separate
Right.
into 2. I was like, can you have 4 identical twins? Because I've never
Oh.
seen or heard of that, but you can apparently.
Crazy.
Yes, you can.
The odds are 1 in 15 million,
Oh, that's.
according to this Google search.
That's maybe higher than I would have
I feel like
expected
they
still.
should be out. They should be bumping into them on the street. Yeah, right.
Here's someone who had twins, I guess, because she said my twins were 5.9 and 6 pounds, and also you waddle, and it's not easy.
Oh, bro.
Sounds reasonable.
But don't you think it's kind of a relief just if you have triplets to schedule a time, you go,
You know exactly when
they
it's going
cut you
down.
open, they take them out. It's like, here you go, it's done.
If it's triplets,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
You know.
I don't see
The
pushing
C-section
out
is so routine
3.
nowadays, too, that it's...
Yeah, yes,
It
C-section's
is, I
totally.
guess. I guess
I was a C-section baby.
you are.
Ella was too, my niece.
Yeah, no, I mean, I have friends who had it for sure. It's not
Happens all the time.
I was as
I guess
well.
it's just like
Zach was.
I was a
from what
10-pound
I-
baby.
a 10-pound.
I'm
Wait, you
I'm
were
gonna lay-
too, Ethan.
I'm going to lay
was
something on you
10.
right now.
Yes.
I was a 12-pound baby.
Get
Well,
the fuck out of
I've
here.
never heard
No
of
way.
that.
I don't believe
I was almost a month late.
Oh, you
Oh.
were,
I wouldn't come out.
Late? What were the doctors
Wow.
waiting for? They
My-
should have been due.
I guess it wasn't... Well, I guess it wasn't... it was like 20 days late. Something like that.
That's a lot.
The
a
doctors
lot,
let
yeah.
that go on way too long.
Well,
Yeah.
I got big as
poor mom.
big as fuck.
I had to be
Was it
induced.
vaginal?
No, C-section.
Oh, there's
C-section.
someone in
Yeah.
the chat saying I'm a triplet and I have a brother and a sister.
So,
I am so curious.
I
want
want
to
to talk to them. I
Yeah.
know. Can these triplets call in? Because I feel like
Lauren.
I need to learn. I need to learn right now.
Lauren, can you try to call the show?
Yeah,
Because
Lauren,
I'm
please
so
talk
curious.
to us. Please, I need to prepare for this.
Lauren, if you're in the Discord, DM me.
Because I was thinking, like, okay, I've got to raise 3 kids at once. How do I make them all feel like special and loved and attention, and give them all the attention they deserve? And like, because with Theodore, he's been so much the focal point of everything.
I feel like we always use this music in our old videos as like a creepy
Yeah,
skit.
definitely. Yeah, for sure. This
yeah.
is like the Chucky under the bed music.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? It's like, how do you
How do you
bring
give
3
everyone
kids
love?
into the world at once and make them
Yeah.
all feel like individuals and loved,
I don't know. And how do you still work?
and then also giving attention to Theodore,
And those 2 punk dogs that we
our
have.
psychotic, high-maintenance dogs.
Love me, daddy.
Shredder requires more attention than our son.
Yeah, feeding Shredder is more difficult than feeding Theodore.
Dude. Anyway, we're gonna find out for sure next week, right? Because we're going in for another ultrasound.
Yeah,
You'll get to
I
see the
asked,
heartbeat.
because she said that, it's maybe 3, and I was like, so when am I gonna know? And she said probably next week.
Bruh. I feel like
this
it's.
is gonna be a long week. I'm
feel like
dying. It's on Thursday.
I'm sure it's triplets. Like, I feel like I'm sure. of it.
That's my feeling too, because
Yeah,
how I'm
sure of
like
it.
behaving.
Bro, I
I
told
can't
you.
stop eating.
I told you last week. I had such a powerful load that day.
It's not about you, Ethan. It's not about your load.
Just saying. I just knew it.
I'm gonna go.
So I
Nah,
have like
bruh.
I don't know if any of them are Lauren. I think was the name that we
Yes,
just said.
Lauren.
But I have 3 people that just DM me saying I'm a triplet. I'd love to call in and talk.
Are you
Wow.
guys faking it? 'Cause how many
our-
triplets can we have in the chat?
Yeah,
I said, I'm a triplet. I'd love to call in and talk. Our parents thought we were twins at first, just like Ethan and Hila.
Oh,
They
really?
also use fertility treatment, so I know a decent amount about this.
Bring him
Okay.
on.
All right.
Yo, how common is
Second.
triplets? That's gotta be
Yes.
rare, right? But I think it's the fertility. It's the
Yeah.
like naturally occurring triplets got to be really rare.
More and more people have to do the fertility
Yeah.
treatments now. That's crazy.
But they said 10.
Semen
They said
is another kind of milk.
Honestly,
Thank you.
when we were doing the treatments, she kept asking me like, "Are you gonna be okay if it's more than 1?" And I always thought like it's gonna be 2 at most, right?
Well, she said 10% chance of twins. She never said anything about fucking triplets. She didn't mention
Whoa!
that.
I am a quadruplet.
Holy shit.
Was featured on TLC.
What? How is there so many multi-baby people in here?
What?
It's saying 1 in every 9,000 births for triplets.
That is alarmingly common.
50,000 people in the stream. There's bound to be a handful.
1 in every 9,000 is triplets. That's so common.
It's the statistics vary, but via
There's
fertility
no such thing
assistance,
as a coincidence.
the
Dude.
likelihood increases 1
Wait.
in every 40.
We were talking about names. How about no such thing as a
Coincidence.
There's
coincidence?
no such thing as a coincidence.
I love that guy.
So I feel like I have to get educated so that I don't panic. Because I've learned, like, with the first pregnancy, I was so afraid of pregnancy in general and the whole procedure of the delivery. I was so afraid of it. At a few years of my life, I almost thought, like, I would never even have babies because I was so afraid of it. But when I started looking into it more and I read about what happens to the body and how, like, the body prepares for it and, like, bones move to make space for it, it kind of calmed me down because I was like, okay, well.
You have a magic body. I'll say that. Because you're like so, like, you have such a slender
Everyone
body.
does. Everyone have babies.
Listen, I only know about you, and you're the best. Because when you were like, but your body
Look
was
at all
like,
these people in the chat.
baby, having a child is like death. It's like, you just got to do it. You don't have a choice. You know what I mean? Because like everyone's got to die. How many people in this world have had
quite
babies?
literally the opposite.
Right, I know. That's a very true observation.
But
it's like, oh, how many people have died? We're all scared of dying, right? It's like, oh, every living person that's ever happened or exists on this planet has died. It's like, what's the big deal? We all have to do it. Says the guy who's never have to give birth.
right.
I have a caller lined up. You want me to take them in?
What's their name?
Jess.
Jess?
Yes.
Yes, let's hear from Jess.
All right, 1 second. Jess is coming in.
I don't know, dude.
Hello, Jess. Are you there?
Hey,
Jess,
How are
what
you?
are we in? What's happening? What are we doing? Tell me about this.
you find out you're having 3 babies, you can do selective reduction where you get rid of one of them, but they didn't do that.
I would
And
do that.
all of us were about like 3 or 4 pounds because when you're having
my goodness.
3,
Whoa.
they get like really small because you can't have like 3 8 or 9 pound babies, I would assume.
Yeah, that's what I
That's
feel
funny,
like.
though.
So
People are saying lag, Dan. You
the
see that?
first 2 babies, me and my other sister were the first 2 babies, and we were about like close to 4 pounds, but the last one was closer to like 3. Like my
Wow.
dad said we could like fit in the palm of his hands when we were born.
Crazy.
Holy fuck. And,
Yeah.
and are you guys like normal size now, or are you all like tiny?
Oh yeah, we're all totally like fine. Normal.
So what was it?
I guess
What's
we
it
were really-
like? What's it like having
Growing up
with
yeah.
2 siblings? Was it weird, or do you like being
I-
a triplet?
I loved it. My
Really?
So the third one, I'm not gonna like give names because I guess that's confusing. But the third one, she had Down syndrome. But we were all like best friends, and my sister, like I say the second one because I was the middle one, but the first and second, we are like besties. Like my sister's my best friend. Like we've done everything together. We went to college together.
I love
we went
that.
to
That's really
internship together. Like
Yeah,
no,
I
it's
love
been
that.
amazing.
Is there an
Yeah.
older sibling or a younger sibling to you 3?
Yeah, my mom. My sister's like I have another sister that's 8 years older, and another one that's 6 years younger. So we're all
Wow.
kind of different. And then I have this other person that's like done every step of my life with me at the exact same time. Like graduated high school, went to college together, went to the same school. So it's like this built-in bestie sort of thing. It's really cool. I got really excited when I saw you guys were having multiples, just because it's like a built-in little bestie.
That's really cool. I was afraid that maybe it's like a weird dynamic where you feel like you don't get enough attention, or there's like
I mean, it might have been like that at points when you're younger, but there's this person that's like your best friend who's had every single life experience with you, so no one can relate to you more than this person. So it's like you have all the attention you need from this like best friend that you have growing up, I guess, if that makes sense. I love my sister, and I think it's going to be the same when you guys have kids, or when you guys have this baby or these babies. And it's really fun. It's really fun.
And how's your relationship with like your non-twin siblings?
Really good, but it's different. Like I love my little sister. I love my older sister, but it's different. Like it's not the same. It's like I could tell Emily, my other triplet, anything. And I love her more than anyone in the world. And I love my other siblings. It's just a different relationship because, like, my older sister's a millennial and can't really relate to some of the things that, like, I've experienced. And then my younger sister's the same. Like, she's, like, 14, you know? So it is different. I love them. It's just different.
You love them, just not as much.
no, that's not what she said.
All right, Jess.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing your experience with us.
Thank you. It does make me feel better.
No problem. And good luck, you guys.
Thank you.
I love
Thank
you
you.
guys. You're good. Good luck.
It seems like most twins have strong bonds.
That's really sweet. I don't know why I had this fear that it's not like that, but one of our employees is also a twin, and I asked her too, and she said exactly the same thing. They're like
Besties.
besties. Yeah,
Oh, brother.
that's kind of cute.
So, but if we have 3 twins, is Theodore going to feel alienated?
I don't know. We'll have to make sure.
It's going to be the boss baby.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
going to be.
Lord
I've
over
already
them.
started giving him speeches like, Theodore, you're going to be the older brother. That comes with responsibilities. You got to take care of your younger. But I go, Theodore, we're having a baby. And he gets excited. We go, no, we're having 2 babies. I'm like, well, we might be having 3 babies. He doesn't understand.
Yeah, he doesn't.
So I guess he'll still be 2 by the time these new ones.
Yeah,
arrive.
he'll be like
Almost
over
3.
2.5, just over 2.5.
Right. Okay. the age gap with me and my sister was 3 years, and I feel like that's like you're still close enough that you can relate for most of your childhood. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's a good age difference. Eli, I have some triplets information here. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. For triplet pregnancies, there are here's the possible combinations. Trichorionic, sorry. Each baby has a separate placenta.
Oh.
Dichorionic, 2 of the babies share a placenta and the third baby is separate. All 3 babies share one placenta.
Wow.
So wait, but could that be happening with her treatment? Having spontaneous identical quadruplets. Oh, well, I'm not doing that. Oh, this is what statistics vary, but some research says conceiving triplets naturally occurs 1 in 900 births. We already read that. The heaviest triplet on record tipped the scales in 2004 at a combined weight of 22 pounds.
Combined between
And that's
the
for-
3?
That's combined for 3, so they were all under 8 pounds.
Yeah,
Oh. Okay.
seems reasonable.
That's a world record, bro, 22 pounds. How do you even have a 3-pound baby? It's like it's like so small.
Yeah.
How do you do that? It's like a little
Oh
kid.
my God.
All right.